Joel Miller isn't a hero. He lies, he kills, and he makes choices that doom the world instead of saving it. And yet, he's one of my favorite characters in gaming. Not because he's good, but because he's human in a way that hurts to watch. When we first meet Joel, he's cold, closed off, and emotionally hollow. He survives, not because he hopes, but because he refuses to die. He doesn't dream of rebuilding the world. He just wants to get through the day without feeling anything at all. And that emotional numbness is exactly what makes him compelling. Joel isn't driven by ideology or destiny. He's driven by loss. Joel's entire character is shaped by grief. The loss of his daughter doesn't turn him into a crusader. It turns him inwards. He shuts down, builds walls, and learns how to live without attachment. What I like about Joel is that the story never treats this as noble. His coping mechanisms are ugly. They hurt other people. They hurt him, but they're believable. Joel's relationship with Ellie is what cracks him open. Not all at once, but slowly and painfully. He resists caring about her because he knows what caring costs. Every joke she tells, every small moment they share, pushes against the walls he built to survive. I'm going to go a little bit off script here, but I do want to briefly talk about the live adaptation of The Last of Us. Now, although I did really love the first season and I was such a big fan of it, I was really happy with how the producers and Neil Druckmann really handled it. I feel like they embodied, the first edition of The Last of Us so well. And there isn't a lot of things that I would change about it. However, when the second season came out, I did have a lot of problems with it. I don't really feel like they portrayed Ellie in the way that she actually was in the second game. I feel like they kind of did a poor job with that. And I don't also think that how they handled the relationship, in the first game, it really carried on a lot into the second game. I just feel like they could have done more with their relationship in the first one and shown the evolution of the, relationship from, strangers to eventually a father and daughter kind of way. Yeah. What makes this powerful is that Joel doesn't choose to heal. He fights it, and when it happens anyway, it feels earned. I like Joel because the game never asked me to fully agree with him, especially at the end. Joel doesn't save Ellie because it's right. He saves her because he can't lose another daughter. It's selfish, it's devastating, and it's honest. Most stories frame love as something that saves the world. Joel's love ends it, or at least prevents it from being cured, and the game lets that sit unresolved, allowing you to recollect in your own thoughts and whether you think Joel was justified or not. But the real truth is, it doesn't matter whether Joel was justified or not. It matters so much because he feels like what he did was right. He doesn't care about how many people he's gonna save. He just cares about Ellie. He chooses one life over the abstract idea of humanity, a real person over a hypothetical future. That choice forces the player to confront an uncomfortable question. If you were Joel, could you really do anything different? The fact that I don't have a clear answer is why the ending works. Joel isn't redeemed. He doesn't apologize. He doesn't learn a moral lesson that fixes everything. And that's why I like him. He's not a power fantasy. He's a character, study and love. He's a character study in love, fear, and the damage they cause when left unchecked. Joel Miller is someone I like, not because he's right, but because he feels real. He reminds me that love can be messy, selfish, and destructive. And sometimes the most unforgettable characters aren't the ones who save the world, but the ones who choose someone else instead.